Anonymous Hero donates human kidneys, blood, eyeballs, and various organs to the hospital every week. The number now tallying in the hundreds. Doctors and news outlets are wondering where they acquire them from and whether it is ethical to use them. Surprisingly, it's not a serial killer. Could this day get any worse? Adrian muttered as he looked over the bills. Car insurance, renter insurance, rent, oil change, his siblings' school, a few past-due credit card statements, mom's bar tab, then there's the people he owes. It was getting to be too much. Sweat trickled down his freckled cheeks as he ran a hand through his shaggy hair. Feeling his curls and the slight scalp massage calmed him down a little.
Addie! Addie!
Adrian froze for a moment, loud crying along with more shouts of "Addie!" force him into action. He all but flipped the stained and gouged coffee table as he bolted up the rickety stairs. "What happened?" he shouted when he got upstairs.
Addie! Addie!
He ran into the twins' room. Both China and Chaz were inside. China looked scared and pointing at their brother. Chaz was crying on the floor, holding his mouth with one hand and on the other holding up something small. "Is that his tooth?" Adrian said, dropping to his knees and checking on his little brother. "Chaz, come on, let me see. Open your mouth, let me see." His little brother cried but opened his mouth. "Yup." One of his buck teeth were cracked and he was bleeding. "What happened?" Adrian asked, glancing at China but still focusing on Chaz.
We were paying copes and robbers,
his little sister said, using her index finger to trace a path between their beds.
He hit it!
She pointed at the wooden post by the foot of Chaz's bed that was now gouged. "All right, come on. Into the car. Let's go," Adrian said, picking part of the tooth and his brother, marching down the stairs, and he could hear his sister following behind. He drove fast, even though the check engine light was on, and the car made some weird sounds. He was lucky he wasn't pulled over. He made it to a dentist, waited a bit, and a dentist was looking him over with the cracked portion of the tooth. While the dentist did that, Adrian was just in the waiting room with his sister, who was crying.
I'm sorry,
his sister let out as tears ran down her pale face. "It's an accident," Adrian said, as he hugged her with one arm, bringing her close to him, comforting her. "No more playing cops and robbers, though, okay?" She sobbed but nodded. Adrian was upset, but he's done dumber shit their age. He was just lucky he could regrow an eye. Truthfully, he was more worried about the bill. He had a sales job, but sales weren't good, and it didn't help that his mother was off who knows where racking up debt somewhere else. He didn't want to do it, but he finally caved in. He took his phone, his fingers gliding through the cracked screen. As soon as he unlocked his phone, a text message through a third-party app came through.
"I take it you're in?"
How? How the fuck?
All-seeing eye. You know my reputation. I'm very good at my job, and I keep my word. You. In?
Adrian hesitated, his sister beside him sobbing as she cried into his faded shirt, his brother getting treated in the room past the bored clerk, and his mother who knows where. He closed his eyes, damning whatever deity exists, breathed in, held it, then exhaled with a silent, "Fuck. Fine. I want a huge payout and anonymity and a guarantee that I will go home."
You will have it and more. You have my word.
No offense to your reputation, but it's hard to trust stranger with my life on the line.
None taken. It's normal. I'll send you insurance and information on a reliable local bodyguard.
That makes me feel so much better going under the knife. Sarcasm. BTW.
I know talent who can be quick and numb the process.
Okay, that helps. How's this going down?
I still need to iron out the details, but it's going to be multiple operations, staggered out in weeks. Once a week at least, 2 at most, and depending on your speed, we can knock it out in under an hour, maybe less. Essentially, we'll be gifting organs under the guise of donations. Clients will be mixed in with other recipients, and no one will know the truth. As far as anyone can guess, it's all charity of a random hero. I also know a few insiders who can tamper with DNA results to avoid it leading back to you. The payout will be worth it.
Adrian paused after reading that. His sister by his side, calmer now. Why would a bunch of rich people want to do it this way? Why not pay directly and have their own doctor on call? He texted back the all-seeing eye with that question.
It was my recommendation to hide you and them, not to mention that the Soupy that volunteers also does operations fasts and her patients recover quicker, but strictly works in public sector with a documented dislike of those in different tax brackets. She won't know a thing this way. Even if she does suspect something, she doesn't decide who the organs go to.
Adrian nodded his head to that. When? Like your best guess?
Best guess 2 weeks the latest. I'll call you when it's all ready. But if you are pressed for cash, I can loan you something now and deduct it from your share of the payment. No interest. Just send me a number within reason and I'll wire it to you.
Least I get something if this all goes sideways, Adrian muttered as he texted a number. True to all-seeing eye's word, a few minutes later he got an email notification that his bank received a large money transfer to his account.
Addie?
His sister said, catching his attention. He looked down. Don't worry, China, we're going to be okay, Adrian said, hugging her. I'm going to make every better.